Paired. I'd been gathering financial information, documenting our arguments, building a case, not because I definitely wanted out, but because something in me needed an escape hatch. When we finally exhausted ourselves arguing, Kevin asked me point blank, "Do you still want this marriage?" I answered without hesitation, yes, but even as I said it, I wondered if it was true. That night, as Kevin slept beside me, I deleted my conversation history with Dr. Wilson and added a passcode to my phone, not because I had anything to hide, I told myself, but because I deserved privacy. Kevin had broken my trust by snooping. I was getting good at twisting the narrative to make myself the victim, too good. The weeks that followed existed in a strange limbo. Kevin and I moved around each other like cautious strangers, sharing a space. He stopped asking about my day, I stopped pretending to care about his. The silence between us grew heavier, filled with all the things we weren't saying. At work, I found myself sharing more and more about my marital problems, not with everyone, just with my closest male colleagues. Dr. Matthews would listen sympathetically as I explained how controlling Kevin was becoming. Dr. Patel would assure me that I deserved better. Dr. Wilson would hint that if I were his wife, he'd never take me for granted. I didn't realize then how inappropriate it was to share intimate details of my sex life with these men, how I was turning my marriage into workplace entertainment, how I was betraying Kevin's trust in ways far worse than him checking my messages. One particular Thursday stands out in my memory. I was assisting Dr. Wilson with a procedure when he casually asked, "Late night, last night?" I looked at him questioningly. "You seem tired," he explained. "Trouble at home?" I sighed dramatically. Kevin's been impossible lately, so moody, so distant, and in the bedroom. I trailed off suggestively. Dr. Wilson raised an eyebrow, his gaze lingering on me a beat too long. That little exchange gave me a thrill that I hadn't felt with Kevin in years. I was desired, I was interesting, I mattered. What I didn't consider was how my colleagues might be discussing me when I wasn't around, the screenshots they might be sharing, the way they might see me not as a friend but as entertainment, as potential prey. That evening, I told Kevin I was going out for drinks with the girls, a lie. He didn't question it, though I suspect he knew the truth. Instead of confronting me, he simply nodded and said he'd probably be asleep when I got home. I felt